As part of our Brand Insider series, we've been giving you behind the scenes access to the cycling brands that you know and love. Well, today I'm in the south of France at the Ekoi HQ to learn a little bit more about a brand that perhaps flies under the radar a little bit in the UK and certainly isn't afraid to do things differently. Let's go and take a look. The Ekoi story starts in Roubaix in 2001, but they moved here to Fréjus in the south of France in 2008, at the same time that it launched its first website. From that moment on, it didn't take too long for the wins to start racking up. In 2009, an Ekoi helmet was worn to a Tour de France stage victory. In 2011, they equipped Philippe Gilbert, the world #1 at the time, with revolutionary recovery clothing, and since then they've equipped multiple world tour teams, one a Vuelta, one an Ironman world champs, and these days you don't have to look too far in the pro peloton to spot their products. In fact, this year Ekoi provides Israel Premier Tech, Arkea Samsic, Lotto Destiny and Cofidis with a combination of clothing, helmets and sunglasses. Oh, not to mention the likes of Carlos Rodriguez, Guillaume Martin and Thymen Arensman all choose Ekoi shoes. So why do so many pro teams and riders choose Ekoi, and how did the French newcomer become quite so prevalent in the peloton? Would you mind just explaining to us what Ekoi is all about?
Ekoi is a specialist of full equipment for road, for gravel, for triathlon, for MTB. But our goal is to make full equipment in all segments. Our main product is our clothing, but we are really specialized in helmets. And my goal is to have innovative products in all categories to make the difference, and in all disciplines, if it's possible.
And I've already seen, well, I know Ekoi from the pro peloton. There's a lot of sponsored teams.
We have 8 teams, and we will have 4 teams at the Tour de France.
So clearly that is something that's quite important to Ekoi. Why do you choose to work with so many pros?
You know, it depends, because with each team there is a story. For example, Cofidis, I was interested to have Cofidis because Elia Viviani is a friend of mine. Israel is really also a really nice story, because Rick Verbruge met Céline Vandenbroek. They had the problems with garment and they asked us, are you able to make a product for us? And like that. It's not really strategic. It's also it's a question of a friend and passion also. But
it seems to be more that it's not just equipping these riders with kit. They seem to really help develop the product.
Yes, because I know that if we make sponsorship, we need to give to the racers the best products. If not, it's a very bad advertising. And it could be a disaster for a brand. And it's interesting to have their feedback. And frankly speaking, we take care about the feedback of the racer. And the racers come very often in the company, and they are at home here. And I remember Nairo Quintana, when he lived in Monaco, he came a lot, 3 to 4 times per year to discuss about the underwear, to discuss about the gloves, the stitching of the gloves, some details. But for us, it's very important. And because we want to give them the best, we improve our products. It's very helpful for us.
But Ekoi isn't just for the pros, is it?
No, of course no. Because the pro, it's very expensive for us. I explained it that, for example, for the time trial helmet, we spend a lot of money and we sell very few quantity. But the expertise of the pro is very useful for our range. And in our range, we have 3 different segments. We have start product. Start range is for rider who ride 1 or 2 times per week or per month. Performance segment is for good rider. And racing segment is for rider who wants the same material worn by professional racers.
And Ekoi really doesn't seem to be scared to do things a bit differently or try different things. For example, we've got the E-Lens glasses here. They're something like I've never seen before. The PW8 pedals that we recently made a video on, they're pretty revolutionary. They're pretty radical.
For me, in the future, we will make the difference in bringing new innovative products on the market. If there is only in marketing innovation, it does not work. Because in each country we have a lot of competitors, and we need, if we want to be competitive, we need to bring innovative products.
Yep.
Now we have the capacity to invest to create innovation, because, for example, for the pedal, we are on that project for 3 years now. I spent a lot of money. It's not a question of turnover, it's not a question of business, it's a question to bring on the market something different and something to make better.
Yep.
That's and it costs a lot, but of course it makes it brings a lot of pleasure, because now we have the possibility to do it, and it's a pleasure to work in that way.
And Ekoi is very well established in a lot of Europe. You sell a lot of products in France, in Spain, Germany, I believe is quite a big market.
Austria, Poland, Czech Republic, Denmark, and all markets are growing very fast, except maybe in UK.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that in the UK, Ekoi isn't as well known. And it's quite a competitive market, clothing,
Yes,
helmets, sunglasses. So what do you think that Ekoi can offer riders that is unique?
I would like to bring on that market custom products, to make products different. And I think we will succeed step by step. The custom products we have a lot of possibilities. For example, this will be worn by our triathletes during the Olympic Games, and on the road also they will use it. We have a lot of possibilities, and I think we can bring something different, really different on the market, and we will push that way.
The customization isn't just for the pros, is it? You can go onto the website,
of course,
you can customize your own helmets and sunglasses, is that right?
Yes, sunglasses, you can choose your screen, but also the color of the frame, and also you can have your name on the frame. There are a lot of possibilities, and we will have a new model available next week with chrome parts. It looks very nice. It looks very premium products.
I look forward to seeing that. Okay, so my final question to you is, where do you see Ekoi going in the future?
It's difficult to answer to that question. I think we continue to grow step by step, to try to make different products, to work on innovation, and we will see. It's not a question of business, it's not a question of turnover, because more turnover, it means more problems, more stock, more difficulties. We are focused on the products, and also to understand our customers, to deliver very fast, to deliver well, and to continue to innovate.
Clearly this is a product that has been influenced by some of the Ekoi sponsored athletes. How closely do you work with them, and have they influenced any other products?
We do work very closely with them. It is the special thing that Ekoi has is that we work with plenty of teams, not only World Tour, but at every level.
Yeah.
And that makes it possible to develop and test for a very long period of time, even in a short period of time. So we can put a lot of hours in short time.
I spotted a little model over there. I say a little model, a life-size model of, is that Patrick Lange?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so even when you're not working with the athletes themselves, you're working with models.
Yeah, we did scan 4 athletes in the last 6 months. One is Patrick Lange. So we have 4 mannequins that we can use in the wind tunnel.
Yep.
And the mannequin is really important, especially when it comes to textile testing.
Okay, so the jersey and the bibs.
Yes, and suits, etc. Today you can really go to a very good approximation with CFD simulations. However, you cannot still simulate textile when they are moving or when they are vibrating a little bit. And one of the peculiarities of Ekoi, which is I think that only a few brands in the world have today, is that we can do the full body.
Yep.
So when you test everything together, you can create the perfect combination with your own products. So the teams that are sponsored completely.
Yes.
And also every cyclist that wants to have everything from Ekoi, they know that everything has been also tested together for the best performance.
Now, I've also noticed this helmet shell. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So do you mind just talking us through how you go about designing a product from scratch? Because that all happens here, right?
Yep. So the very first idea comes from either a need in the market that we find,
Yeah.
a specific request from a team, or as it happened lately for a change of rules, for example, within the UCI. We really follow the racing, so most of our news are based on better performing products that we need and we want to make. We start designing, and in order to design, even just sketching the right product, we need to have information and data. So for example, we test everything we can find in the market.
Yeah.
Sometimes products are not yet available, so we cannot test them, but we rebuild the 3D based on pictures, images that we have, and we try to also simulate what's going on with the testing in there. And then we start doing 3D, even just out of sketches, without really finalizing it. We start working on 3D, and with these new tools that really allow you to simulate everything you want. You can simulate movements, elasticity, power transfer, heat transfer, aerodynamics, noise, everything. So we simulate everything we can. We compared the simulation with everything we have, also from other brands. We compare it with what we have designed, so different steps. An example, the new TT helmet that will be used at the Tour de France, we went through 32 different models, plus everything we tested that was already there. And once you find the best object in the simulation, or you find what you are looking for, then you begin the process of engineering, which means making it possible.
Yeah.
And doing things in the faster time is not much for the community, but it's for the racing.
Okay.
If things change in racing, like a new material comes out, graphene is today available. It's no more 30 million euro per kilo. You can actually buy it and use it. You can apply it to a fabric. We need to have it right away. If we wait 2 years as a standard development time frame, 18 to 24 months, we will not be anymore leading in the racing environment. So we need to focus there, go out in 6 months, use it to give a kind of a leading edge to our teams, and then we bring it to everybody in a more normal timeline. And it's a little bit of a Formula One approach. So you maybe do 2 or 3 approaches in the same time, which is, of course, it's not cost effective, but it's time effective and performance also effective. So this is an approach that I really, really like, because it really gives us developers the possibility to simply try multiple things without having in your head, I only have one chance, I cannot take the risk. It needs to be perfect at the first time. So Ekoi is a brand for everybody, but it's a racing brand. So we always aspire to be there, and it's always nice to guarantee the same exact product to everybody.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. So far, we've looked at the helmets, the sunglasses, the shoes and pedals, but a large part of the innovation at Ekoi goes into its clothing. So we've got some items here, and I guess my question is, what makes this different to any other clothing that you can buy out the market?
Oh, actually here it's the Outlast technology, which is used by the NASA initially. And this is a system of thermoregulation. That means, whenever you're riding, your body is generating some heat. The heat is absorbed and stored into the jersey. And then your body temperature cools down. And after that, whenever your body needs it, it will give you back all this heat.
And going back to the pros, the Tour de France seems to be getting hotter and hotter and hotter each year. So I guess that temperature regulation is already important, but potentially going to become even more important.
It is.
So how much can it affect your performance?
Oh, a lot, really. That kind of jersey, can help you to cool down your body temperature by 1 or 2 degrees, which is huge once you're riding. So the heat is a real problem, you know, so we need to find solution, and we are still now also working on new products using that kind of cooling technologies because of this climate change also.
And can you just give us, so I'm sure it's very complicated, but can you give us a brief overview of how this technology sort of
Actually,
works?
it's microcapsulate capsules, which are used into the fabrics, and these capsules get opened and increase the size whenever the heat is here and you're sweating. And then in order to give you back, release this heat, it goes down and becomes smaller. So it's a kind of capsule who is getting bigger and smaller according to the sweat.
That does sound very technical. I never knew that this much research and development went into my cycling kit. If you want to get the behind the scenes look at more cycling brands, then click the playlist popping up on your screen now. If you found this video interesting, then please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for lots more bike tech, and we'll see you next time.